All right, Shalom Akim out there. First and foremost, Barak the Yahweh and Barak the Yahweh Shai. Yahweh, that's the name of the Heavenly Father, who the world only calls God. And Yahweh Shai, that's the name of his beloved Son, who the world only called Jesus Christ. The bonds of the apostles, a great millstone, peace and mercy to election out there, holding this thing down in sincerity and in truth. By Hashem Harakah Kwadash, the name of the Holy Spirit. There's going to be a Venezuela update. We've been, through the Spirit of the Lord, a lot of the prophecies is passing. World War III is in the mix. The RFID chip is booming hard. We can't forget that what's going on over there in Venezuela, which is the tribe of Asher. The Heavenly Father is jacking their ass up, and this is what's going to come to America. This is the future. This is like a foreshadowing of what's going to come to America, man. Now, I found that I've been checking out these videos, and I got an article. It's crazy what's going on over there. It says Venezuela exodus. Thousands flock to Colombia in search of food and medicine. It's so bad over there that everybody in Venezuela is trying to push up to Colombia, and they're finding out that they going over there, and they're finding out that the services that they was getting. And where they in Venezuela, where they was at, they coming to Colombia, and they're either having to pay because they don't have citizenship there, or something. A bunch of stuff is just going wrong, man. They in search for regular basic medicine like Tylenol, things as such, but it's so much of people trying to get the same thing at one time that they don't even got basic medicines for these people, man. So I'm gonna play this video and just let the clips of what's going on over there speak for himself, man. And then jump into this other article. But let's play.
Venezuela is in its fifth year of recession. The country's president, Nicolas Maduro, came to power in 2013. Around 120 people were killed during 2017 in anti-government protests. The International Monetary Fund forecasts...
You see it like them protesters? It said 120 people was killed in 2017. 2017 was just last year, a couple months ago, when they were dealing with these protesters out there. And that's what's going, you see these weak protesters out here in the United States, where everything is peaceful, got a peaceful march. No, it's going to come to a point where it's going to get violent, just like the riots. But it's going to top the riots because the Heavenly Father said it's going to be a day like never before on this side.
That inflation will hit 13,000% by the end of this year.
It said the inflation of this place is going to hit 13,000% by the end of this year over there.
In anti-government protests. The International Monetary Fund forecasts that inflation will hit 13,000% by the end of this year. Most Venezuelans crossing the Simón Bolivar Bridge are fleeing their country for food and medicine. Cucuta is the principal border point into Colombia, with up to 40,000 people passing every day.
You heard that? It said Venezuela is passing that bridge or whatever that is for food and medicine.
This lady has arrived with acute appendicitis. She has made it just in time. Many stories don't end this well. On the Venezuelan side of the border, crumbling hospitals are at breaking point. In mid-2017...
Now, you got to consider, over here in the United States of America, majority of this is the biggest consumer place when it comes to pharmaceuticals. People living like that's their life. It's like breathing to them, the medicine that they're taking. So when the medicine get cut off over here, you got to think about all these people over here in the United States of America who's on some type of pharmaceutical drug, It shows you that the intensity of how crazy it's going to get over here. Just off of that alone. you know, let alone the food that's going to be, that food shortage that's going to take place. And Americans is taught to, you got to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and snacks in between. You know, they're gluttons over here in the United States of America. They're gluttons. So when they ain't got their food, they you know, they ain't, you know, a lot of people in America haven't even fasted a 24-hour period. You just go around and ask people, have you ever, since you've been born, go ask somebody who's 40 years old and up. Ask them, since you've been born, have you ever took a 24-hour fast of not eating, not drinking throughout the whole day? I guarantee you majority of them going to say, nah, I never did that. This is Matthew 24 and 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no ever shall be. So when the Heavenly Father do this thing, he gonna really jack everybody up, just like the Venezuelan. This ain't what's going on over there in Venezuela. Ain't gonna have nothing what's gonna come to America.
The Red Cross, funded by the EU Humanitarian Aid Office, set up a reception facility next to the bridge in a bid to alleviate a crisis it says has largely been ignored.
The Red Cross has been opening and closing this post every morning and night as a way to raise our hand and say, something is happening here and we need to draw attention to this. It's an invisible crisis on both sides.
Yeah, so even over there in Venezuela, they going through all this while the you know, over here in the United States of America, and it's like they're ignoring it. It's like it had this high peak. Now people ain't worried about, over here in the United States, they ain't worried about no Venezuelans. And these people over there are like, man, this is an invisible crisis was going on over here to us. It's like nobody cares. Well, when the Heavenly Father, it's like when the Heavenly Father put the white man in put him over the planet Earth, you see that this dude ain't no good. The Heavenly Father allowed the so-called white man to run a planet Earth, and you see that he is no good, the Edomite. That's the biblical name for the so-called white man. He's no good, man. All right? And you Venezuelans, you from the tribe of Asher, you know, and the rest of you tribes, the Negro, Latino, Native American man that makes up the 12 lost tribes, you love the so-called white man and what he has done and what he's doing for you. Now the Heavenly Father shows you when shit get tough, he shows you who really cares for you. The Heavenly Father is the one that cares for you. The so-called white man don't care for you. That's why you feel like it's an invisible crisis, man. And we trying to tell you, Jakes, that, man. We try to tell you all the time. Never trust our enemy, man. Put your trust in the Lord, you know.
Es una crisis invisible de los dos lados.
3 nurses and a doctor are always on duty in the first aid tent. Many people come with chronic diseases that need simple, cheap medicine, which is no longer available in Venezuela.
See, people are coming with chronic illnesses that need simple, cheap medicine. Shit that over here in America, you could go get some Tylenol or go get some eczema cream or whatever the case is. What's wrong with you, man? Over there in Venezuela, they can't do that. That's coming to the United States of America, though. You know, it's gonna get crazy, man. You gotta be in the world just a total asshole to not see that this is coming to America, and it's gonna be worse.
There are also cancer patients desperate to restart treatment, as well as the malnourished.
We are providing assistance to a person who fainted. We brought him here and it looks like he's suffering from malnutrition. Every day we treat 5 or 6 cases of malnutrition.
You heard that? Every day we treat 5 to 6 cases of malnutrition. People who are not getting enough nutrition in their diets because there's nothing to eat out there. So people are just going in there sickly, man. Just toe back to the flow back, you know?
The The Red Cross post is located next to the migration office, where over 3,000 migrants queue daily to have their passports stamped. Many have taken...
This is Jeremiah 15:2. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then shalt thou tell them, this is talking about the Negro, Latino, Native American, man. Thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death, such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are to the famine, and such as are to the captivity. If you do not get right with Yahweh Shema Shai, the God of the heavens and the earth, you're going to be caught in that sword, that death, and that famine. Or in a captive in one of the so-called white man death camps that he got set up over here in America, man. And when that famine hit, the scriptures tell you it's better to be shot or to be stabbed to death than to die from not having food, man. Our people don't know what's coming for them.
Days to cross the border. Getting in touch with their families is a priority.
The Colombian Red Cross offers a family contact service. You can come by and connect to the internet. The first thing was charging the phone to call our family. We haven't heard from them for 4 days. The guards on the Venezuelan side are charging $10 per person to stamp the passport. If you don't have it, the queue lasts for days and days and days.
Damn, so they're having problems trying to contact their family, man. And we know that communication is really everything. They can't even contact their families, man. and if they could, they getting charged just to contact them.
This has to be done for free. You cannot charge for it.
Faced with this massive influx of migrants, Colombia has called for international help. The EU's Commissioner for Humanitarian Aid recently visited Cucuta. He announced Europe would be providing €2 million to Venezuela and $6 million to Colombia.
You see that right there, man? You know, who do our people run to? They run straight to the devil, man. I don't see none of these people trying to get spiritual. They looking for Esau and the EU to aid them. So now Esau come over there and put his little punk money into the system, and our people get some type of relief. Fuck that, man. You know?
Does Colombia have...
It's time to get right with Yahweh Shema Shai, man. This devil ain't gonna help us, all right? This so-called white man ain't gonna help us.
The means to face this crisis, and how can the EU help?
For Colombian authorities, it's a huge challenge to deal with this unprecedented situation. They face also their challenges in their country about the reconciliation process and peace process. So our humanitarian aid is going in both sides, inside Venezuela and inside Colombia. Especially in Venezuela, we are trying a lot in order to find ways to provide, in particular, medicines and to find projects to deal with acute malnutrition.
Venezuelan families are constantly settling in Cucuta. Illegal migrants with no documents are moving into the city's deprived neighborhoods. The Norwegian Refugee Council with EU aid is organizing activities for 500 children not in school. The aim is to get them back into the classroom.
So kids ain't in school over there, they just... over here in America, parents pride in trying to get their kids to be something in school. It's going to come to a point where they're not going to be able to be in school no more.
Children can now have access to the schools, but their right to enroll doesn't mean they'll be able to study. That's because many of these children live irregularly in the country. Their parents have no documents enabling access to any kind of legal right inside Colombia. What does this mean? It means, for example, that these kids don't receive any certificate when they finish the school year.
Some 4,100.
See how Esau got it all messed up? Since the fact they came from Venezuela up to Colombia, their parents don't have legal documentation to be in Colombia. Therefore, when the kids go get done with the school year or whatever, they're not getting no certificate. So it's like as if it was never done. God damn, this shit is this life is weird, man.
Venezuelan pupils are registered at school in the department of Norte.
That's pretty much it right there, man. Now I found this other article. Matter of fact, let me drop this real quick. This Jeremiah 16:1. The word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Thou shalt not take a wife, neither shalt thou have sons or daughters in this place. He told Jeremiah, look, man, you don't want to have no kids, man. And that's one thing, you know, we brothers got families over here, man. Families in growing. You know, but we trusting in the Lord, man. We really don't even want to bring our families and our kids in this world, but you know, it's the will of the Lord. But the Heavenly Father told Jeremiah, you're not gonna have no kids. For verse 3, for thus saith the Lord concerning the sons and concerning the daughters that are born in this place, and concerning their mothers that bear them, and concerning their fathers that begat them in this land, they shall die grievous deaths. They shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth. That's how the Lord gonna do you, man. Terribly through the sword, famine, death, destruction, pestilence. Oh man. And they shall be consumed by the sword and by famine, and their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven and for the beasts of the earth. You know. Let's jump to this article real quick. This is a crazy little article I found through the Spirit of the Lord. Damn, what the hell? Come on, where you at? Come on. Check this article out. I already had it set up, man. For some reason, that shit already... Satan already trying to slow stuff down. Just bear with me real quick, man. Look at that, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. You know what, man? I'm gonna have to... God damn, that shit say like a motherfucker, man. This is from the Common Sense Show, freeing American one enslaved mind at a time. But check this out though. This shit is crazy. It says machete yielding preteen gangsters fighting over edible garbage in Venezuela. So now you got gang. Look at these motherfuckers, man. When shit get all tough, these niggas still be niggas, man. It says machete yielding teens gangsters are raging gang wars over control of edible garbage in Venezuela. We know that they over there fighting. They fighting for garbage food. So now they getting control over garbage food using these niggas is forming their little packs. Man, that's why the Lord gonna kill niggas, man. In a time of trouble, a nigga will find to be more of a nigga. A nigga don't humble down or nothing. It says garbage in Venezuela, which is a country on the edge of genocidal starvation. Could this happen to America? How? Yeah, it is gonna happen to America. We'll let this play a little bit.
The situation in Venezuela grows increasingly more grim. I want to talk about that here briefly because when society fragments, we're seeing how it unravels and how it unravels so brutally and so quickly. And with us standing on the precipice of World War III, economic issues are still with us. These are things that we need to be looking at so we're mindful of where the pitfalls are. Hi everybody, this is Dave Hodges of the Common Sense Show, and we are the show that is freeing America one enslaved mind at a time. We're looking at a situation in Venezuela now where people are actually beginning to not fight over getting food home from the grocery store. Those days have passed. in Venezuela. They're now fighting over garbage. And what has happened is it's a Lord of the Flies situation where young teenagers and preteens have formed gangs armed with machetes, and they're fighting over the leftovers that you find in trash bins. And these roving gangs go from trash bin to trash bin, take each other on for the right to possess garbage, for which you would eat something that none of us would touch here in America under the present circumstances. When a society fragments and you lose the ability to provide your own food, this is what can happen. The deepest, darkest. The stories of cannibalism are now coming out of Venezuela, and we should be very, very concerned about what we see and what we're hearing, and be mindful that if we don't take care of business ourselves with our own preparations, the same thing can happen here. Hi, everybody. I'm really glad you could.
Yeah. That was it right there, man. Tell me that ain't wild. This Jeremiah, back in Jeremiah 16:4, it says, they shall die grievous deaths. All right. Let's jump down to verse 5. For thus saith the Lord, enter not to the house of mourning, neither go into lament, nor bemoan them, for I have taken away my peace from this people, saith the Lord. Even loving kindness and mercy, both the great and the small shall die in this land. They shall not be buried, neither shall men lament for them, nor cut themselves, nor make themselves bald for them. Neither shall men tear themselves for them in the morning to comfort them for the dead. Neither shall men give them the cup of consolation to drink for their father and their mother. Yeah. So this the Most High is the one that's jacking you jakes up. How he's jacking you up for the wickedness you commit against him, man. You breaking all the Heavenly Father's statute, laws, and the commandments, man. This is verse 9. It says, for thus saith the Lord of hosts, power of Israel, Yahweh Shema Shai, behold, I will cause to cease out of this place in your eyes and in your days the voice of mirth, no more happiness, the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom, and the voice of the bride. So the Heavenly Father is going to do that to America now to judge you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's coming. You know, so but with that, man, I'm going to close it out. Say, Brakti Howard, Brakti Howard Shah. Hope you brothers edified. Brakti Bashem Harakak Wadash. Shalom.